Hey everyone, we are going to do another live stream today of the Nikola construction site flyover. We're going to talk about it, we're going to look at it, and we're going to see what we're going to do. Um, we're just going to wait for get a couple of viewers online, and we're going to go from there. But don't want to start until we have somebody watching. So this is Monday, November 1st. This is our 11th month now of flying over the site, which has been real fun watching all the changes that are going through there. Hello, Pascal and Adeus. I hope I'm saying that right. Hey, so we're going to take a look at today's footage in a couple minutes, and then we're going to just talk. We're going to take some chat questions. Any news on when you'll do the walkthrough, the factory? I'll answer that one in a couple minutes. We'll see if we can get a couple more people online, and we'll go from there. But I will answer that question in a couple minutes. So, Mr. Bogues, you love me. All right, thank you. You know, I had someone from Korea tell me that they wanted me to go to, was it Busan or something, and they're going to make me some fried chicken, which was a really interesting thing because come to Busan, I'll make you some fried chicken, and I love you. And hello from Italy. That's awesome. Where's everyone from? We got Italy on the line. Where else we got? Um, so I got the video all set up. We're going to go through it. It's about a 10-minute video, and then we're going to try and do like 30 minutes. So if you got questions, please put them in the chat, and then we'll go and I'll answer them the best as I can. See, we got about 12 viewers online right now. I think that thing is a little slow updating. That's what I got is 12. So you guys in Italy, Torre, uh, in Germany, in USA, you guys are excited about Nikola also? Is there a lot of things going on in that part of the world where they're talking about hydrogen trucks and battery electric? Arkansas, cool. Welcome to the chat. The Intimidator is in Austria. Wow, okay, that's where my blood is from. It's from the areas around Austria, Eastern Europe. Maybe we're related. Let's see. Belgium. It's awesome. We're getting a lot of people from Europe. I always wanted to go to Europe. Never been there yet, but I'm gonna. That's on my bucket list. But I think I got a way there. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we'll start this right now. See what we got going. And by the way, this is the second live stream. So if I make any mistakes, please forgive me. Last week it was our first live stream. We did it on Monday, and I think it went pretty well. We got a lot of views on it, so that was kind of exciting. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel to help keep us going. Yeah, it's all about the algorithm and people subscribing. So if you haven't yet, please go ahead. A lot of people are telling me that they're not subscribed, but it always pops up in their feed because they watch the videos. But if you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the video right now. And there I am as a little person. And here's the video. So just our regular notice to everyone and our intro. I love that intro. My son made that, and I think that's the coolest thing. But we're not going to go with any sound because I was talking to this. So obviously we got our pictures January 14th. That was a pretty long time ago. That was our first flyover, and there was just about 2 sections there. And you can see the progress on it went pretty quick. I know, what do you guys think about the colors, the black and the white? Anybody got any feelings on that? So all the way back, now we're at September 10th. Everything was moving pretty quick once they started that second section. So this is our normal flyover. We come in from the north and just fly down. On the right-hand side, you can see the water campus. It's just about going out of view. They were doing some work on that today. We'll take a look at that. Oh, hey, Brian from My Tesla Weekend is here. How you doing? Oh, yeah, Brian saying, got to hit that bell for notifications. When you subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll be notified when we've got a new video out. And you know, we put out at least 5 videos a week right now. That's our schedule. And this would be 6 if we continue to do this live stream on Mondays. Ettore, so your father had 2 Iveco trucks. He's retired, although he'll have a Nikola. So he's got experience driving those Iveco trucks. Did he own them, or did he work for someone? Let me know. What did he like those trucks? I mean, they seem to do pretty good. Okay, so in this shot right here, we're looking at, this is where the dyno test area is going to be. They're still digging that area out. If you look on the left-hand side, they have been, they brought in some more aggregate to, just for the ground. You can see the difference in the colors from right here to here. And while we were flying around, another dump truck came in. So they're spreading that all out, usually put down for a foundation. So in our next shot, this is our typical pan where we're going to the east. We pan over. You can see the tent. There's nothing in there right now, but there's our Facebook notification right there. You can follow us on Facebook, also Bear's Workshop, where we always post all of our videos. No trucks at the charging station right here. That's where the charging station is for the BEVs. Over here on the right, that's where they charge up the hydrogen ones. That's the hydrogen storage tank right there. There was no trucks out today, so sorry to disappoint on that. But coming up here on the left, you can see the crane is still putting out steel. And they've got only one section left for the main structure of the steel. Then they're going to be putting up all the parts on the side. Let's see. Please, from the Intimidator, please, one should also include a kind of security building. There is a security building, and we'll see that up in a little bit when we go around. There's a temporary one, and then there's going to be another one on there. Well, Brian, they don't need a whole building. They do have a temporary one, but there is going to be a security building. So here we go, flying in on this is on the east side. You can see that they're almost done with that main structure of the steel. They're working on the roof over here, putting down the metal planks before they put down the other materials that go on top. You see a large pile of stuff right here. Let me show you that real quick again. See if we can go back to that. Right here, a lot of this material right here is production equipment. And I believe that this stuff is going to go in here before they seal up the walls. All this material right here. This is all different, like gantry cranes and other types of material, or equipment, I should say. And they've had that there for a while. So you can see that there's still people working all over the place. They're doing some more grading. We're heading south to the parking lot right now. And this parking lot area is really starting to take shape. Dyno shop. What is meant by dyno shop? It's a dyno testing area. I don't know how many dyno machines they're going to put in there, but they're going to be testing each one of the trucks that come off the line to make sure that it's up to specifications that are necessary. But that's a way of testing the machines. It's listed on the plans as dyno test. So everything I said, of course, is always an assumption. As we're coming up here on the left, you can see, oh, you missed it. Let's go back to that real quick. And you can see it for a quick second here. I'll pause this. Right up here, this is going to be the main entryway. And then they've got curbing that they've put in here. And it's coming around. It's hard to see in this, but we're going to get a better shot of that on Wednesday's video. Got a crane randomly sitting out there in the middle. Don't know if they got some more heavy lifts coming up. Costas, welcome Costas. Yes, this will be uploaded also, but without me yapping and talking like this. I'm hoping you guys are liking this type of voiceover. Now down here you can see the water that was just freshly sprayed. You can see the curbing on both sides of what's going to be a roadway. And we're going to be panning over to the right shortly, and we're going to see some of the parking lot curbing's been put in. I think they've got areas where they're going to be putting in landscaping. Over here, we're going to pause this for a second. This is the temporary security building right here. Everything that comes in is going to have to go through here right now. And then once they have the main entrance, the security building is going to be in one of these two sections, either right here or right here. So they'll probably have some sort of fence or some sort of gate to prevent people from going in that shouldn't be. Like me, I would go in if nobody was looking. Let's go ahead and start this back up. So we're panning over to the right, and it was a little bit hard to see because of my head in there. But here we can see the parking lot area. They're laying down forms, and like in between here is probably going to be landscaped area. They'll put trees in there, things like that. And the parking will be outside of that. Some of the HRs of Nikola are offering, for example, CNC machinists. That sounds they are going forward towards producing, not only assembling. Do you know if this should happen in the now built area? I don't think that's going to happen in the now built area. I can't be 100% sure because people don't fill me in as much as I'd like to be in the know. I do know that in future phases, there is plans for a paint shop. And that tells me that they're going to be doing more than just hand assembling or even just assembling through a production line because they're going to be painting things. Let's see. Viva Aveco. Hostias. So live Aveco something. Oh, I wish I spoke another language. Anything would be good. Anyway, you can see all that area for the parking lot that was put in. This is right by the security area. This is going to be the road leading to it. We got some guys working on the curbing right there. Not terribly exciting, but just active work going on. Audio levels are a tad low. Well, thank you, Brian. Let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. Is that any better, Brian? Let me know. Or maybe I should talk up. Maybe I should yell. Be super excited. But that's how excited I get. So going on to the next scene. This is just the regular flyover. That's right underneath on the bottom of the picture is where the security building is, the temporary one. And you can see they got piles and piles of wooden crates right there at the edge of the parking lot right here. And that's just all empty stuff that is getting put in dumpsters and then taken away. I think that's just all the parts that they assemble, but they're coming in crates. Battery building up on the left. These are all the employee cars right here, and they're sectioned off so that when they get deliveries, the 18-wheelers come in here, they go to one of the docks and empty there. About the same, he says. All right, let's see. All right, you let me know how that is now. Move the mic also a little bit. Or, hey, Brian, you can always turn up your volume. That might work too. Just a thought. Anyway, panning across here, we can see all the docks. We see all the cars. Lots of employees all inside working, doing their thing. Here's a tent for the hydrogen truck that they have that separated. I don't know if there's a safety reason why that has to be out there. It's possible that there is. GH Jin, hello. Hello to you too. So we're going to go ahead and go through this a little bit quicker. This is the water campus area. You can see that they're actually working on the building that wall up. They had it about half the height, and now they are going up full height. It looks like it's probably going to be about 8 to 10 feet tall. Like I said before in previous videos, I don't think they're going to enclose this, like put anything on top. But I think it's just for reasons of safety to have that stuff cordoned off so that people who shouldn't be in there don't get in there, including coyotes. We get a lot of coyotes out here. And not that they chew up things like that aren't living. They probably wouldn't do anything, but there are things that could get in there. I'm glad that it's a bit better. Mr. Bogue says it's better too. So going around here, you can see that they stacked all the blocks so that they'll get that up. Hopefully that'll be done by Wednesday's video. We took a flyover out around. That's the whole site right there. And you got to understand that this site, when they build this out, it is actually going to be not just twice this size, but probably about 4 times the size. Because this building, this whole area where my mouse is right here, this is all going to be building. All of this is already graded. They're just using it as a storage area. This is one section right here, but the next section I believe is going to be as wide as this building right here where you can see my mouse. So you can add another 75 feet because each section is 75 feet. 75 by 75. Hello from North Carolina. Or I'm sorry, Northern California. Well, hello from middle Arizona. It's kind of like mid-earth. So we took a fly out over the test loop. Nothing going on over there. We kind of thought that they were going to paint some more lines on that road, but it hasn't happened. I thought it'd be kind of funny if right in this circle, they just paint the giant N for the Nikola logo. I think that would look perfect there. Kind of a waste of money, but I still think it would look really good. But maybe we need to get some production trucks sold first before we do things like that. King Min Fun. Hello, you did a good job. Hope my stock can go to the moon soon. I hope it does too. So that is the end of our video. That's our thanks to our Patreon page, and then we'll followed by our exit. I wanted to show you guys another video that we have here. Let's see if I can get this up and make this big screen. This is a little bit of a Flashback Monday, and this is actually our first video flyover. This was done on January 14th of this year. And you could see there's about 2 sections of steel up there, and that's about it. Quite a change in from what we were just looking at. And it's impressive always to look back and see how far they've come. Need merch. Oh, Arthur, would you buy it? Yeah, I bet you would. Arthur is a Patreon. Thank you, Arthur. And we'll talk about that. Josh Chrisman. Hey, how are you doing, Josh? Good work as always. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Josh is a good guy. Let's see, Tyler, what are your thoughts on the climate summit in Glasgow? Are you surprised the emphasis placed on hydrogen? My opinions on that kind of gets into politics, which I don't like to talk about, but I think all these agreements are, I'll get into it for a second. All these agreements that they do are just to, there's money involved that goes into people's pockets and not much happens after that. I don't think that these agreements are ever actually fruitful. People don't abide by them like they need to. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, this is another angle. This is us coming in from the north. You can see all the footings that were in there. They were placed before we started filming. And you can see just those 2 sections and us probably getting too close to the crane. Isn't that right, Josh? But we stay away from any cranes now. Pablo Hernandez Gonzalez. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the chat. So yeah, this is just our little flashback. We wanted to show this because we thought it was kind of neat to go back and see where we were coming from. Arthur, how do you feel your channel has come from where it started and what the future of the channel holds and other topics you'd be interested? Well, I want to do more EV stuff. I want to do more stuff that involve alternative energy. We started off as a workshop video where we were repairing stuff that were around the shop and showing people how things can be fixed. Some of the videos did real well, some of them not so well. But it's been one of the things that's actually helped support this channel because we've got a couple of videos that always last a long time. We've got a video on like how to repair a carburetor, and we'll probably hit 200,000 views on that, and that just helps the channel make a little bit of money while we don't have to go ahead and look for money on just from the Nikola videos. So it's just given us a little bit of extra of cash to keep the channel going while we make these videos every 3 days. We get about 3,000, 4,000 views, and then they kind of go away as soon as we put out the next video. So where are we going with the channel? I don't know. I'd like to do more workshop videos, but we now have a following of people who want to see Nikola and Lucid stuff. Josh, you're welcome. We do take those safety protocols seriously, no matter where we're flying. Last thing I want to do is hurt somebody just so that I can get a video going. Hey, Bear, looks great. Thank you, Asif. I appreciate the comments. So again, just flying over the site. It just really is amazing to see how far they've come. So Josh, good job. You guys got any questions? Because I got some other things we can talk about real quick. So Nikola earnings are coming out on the 4th. So in 3 days, that's Thursday. Of course, there's been no income, so we should expect a zero there, and that's fine. They haven't sold anything yet. What we want to see is a low loss. Some people on the street are saying they're going to lose 26 cents per share. We'll see. It just depends on how much money they spent and how they spent it. Obviously, they spent a lot of money on construction, and they're spending money now on parts and materials to build these trucks with Iveco. You guys got any thoughts on the earnings? Oh, look at this. What do we got? We got an ad going. All right, we're gonna skip that. Yes, this is straight off of YouTube. I got to add to my own views. Brighton, England. Well, it's nice to meet you, Rick O'Connell. I'm not going to do an English accent because I would embarrass myself. Nikola also had a press release a couple days ago for Tri-Eagle. They are a beverage company in Florida, and they put an order in for 10 BEVs. So those BEVs will be delivered sometime next year. And that was after their previous announcement with PGT Trucking. And they put an order in for 100 of the SCEVs. Now, those aren't going to be in production until 2023, but they have the letter of intent for 100 of the trucks. PGT Trucking is a pretty big trucking company. They have over 1,000 semis, and they got over 1,500 trailers. They're working in America, and they do a lot of that. Shipping and moving trucks, and it costs them a lot of money. So it's something that they've got. They want to go for the hydrogen because they're going to do the long haul shipping with that. Let's see. David Thobias. I hope I didn't mispronounce that. I don't know if that H is silent. Hi, Bear. Do you think Nikola is a good investment now? I do. I've just being around the people at Nikola, meeting some of them, people who are involved with the construction. It's given me a lot more faith in the company. I'm glad that Trevor's out. He was just a problem for the company, and he still will be whenever there's any news of him in his trial. Maybe he'll just take a plea, but whenever that gets brought up, it's going to affect the Nikola stock, and that's just something that's going to go on for a while, and there's nothing we can do about it. But, if you like Nikola, anytime there's any Trevor news, buy on the dip, because it's going to fade away after, it leaves the news cycle, and eventually Trevor will also. Any indication who'll get the first batch of sales? I have no indication on that. Though the first sales are going to be BEV. Who's going to go first? I don't know. It may be for the Port of Los Angeles. I know that they had an order for some, so those could be where the first ones are going, or at least being tested there. But we'd love to see one actually sold, and hopefully there's going to be some sort of opening ceremony soon. We heard that there might be in October, but that's past, so that's possible. Now, someone had asked earlier about any news on me doing a walkthrough through the factory. That was put on temporary hold, but I was given another date that was kind of far off, and I asked for something soon, if we could do something sooner. And this conversation just happened a couple of days ago. So there are people working in the background trying to make that happen. So hopefully we can get something soon. If we do go in there, we're going to be respectful of Nikola. And if there's things that they don't want us to show because of intellectual property rights, then we're not going to show it. But it will be fair. It will be unbiased either way. But we're going to show what we see in there, minus anything that is intellectual property. And that's part of what we've talked about with Nikola. If we do go inside, for us to go inside, we look at that as a privilege, not a right. And if they let us in there, we've got to be respectful, and hopefully we'll get some good footage of things in there. From what I've seen in there, there's lots of things going on. I know everything's being hand built, and there isn't a production line yet. But that's not my expectation, because this is what they said they were going to do. They're going to hand build trucks for now. Tyler Dunford. How are you, Tyler? How many FCEVs have you seen on your flyovers? At most, at the same time, we've seen 5 at the same exact time. So we know there is at least 5. 2 of them were BEVs and 3 of them were FCEVs. And to be honest with you, I was quite surprised. I thought we were going to see a whole lot more BEVs than FCEVs. From my understanding, the BEVs are beta, the FCEVs are alphas. So alphas were coming out in 2023, but to see more of them, that's pretty exciting because that means they're making good progress. Nikola's LinkedIn page indicated their pink FCEV as shown in your last video was number 5. Well, that makes sense. But is that number 5 for FCEV or is that number 5 altogether? Because we did see one BEV that had a tag on it that had a big number 12 on it. So I don't know how many BEVs they've made. Maybe that's 5 FCEVs. Anheuser-Busch would probably get first batch. That's possible. We just don't know, but that would be interesting to see because Anheuser-Busch obviously uses a lot of trucks to ship a lot of beer. And I think when they're loaded up, I think they're probably close to capacity. Liquid weighs a lot, and those trucks would have a lot of beer in them. Lots of Bud Light. So anyway, anybody else have any questions? What else you guys got? Josh, if you're on still, if you got anything to tell me, let me know. I'm always excited to hear interesting stuff. I do appreciate all you guys coming in here and watching this with us. So let's see. That's probably about all I got, but I know you guys got something else. Anybody have any questions? Anything you guys want to see in particular when we're flying around? We can make a note of it on Wednesday. If there's an area that you'd like us to see, let us know. You can let us know here in the comments. You can look at any one of our videos. We do read most of our comments. Some people we tend to skip over because they just say the same exact thing. I'm not going to name drop or anything, but it's the same thing. Mr. Bogues, I don't know what that exactly means. IBVB. Josh, phase 1 is on target as planned. That's awesome. Looking forward to finding out when phase 2 is going to start. Mr. Bogues, yes, I've hauled beer. Oh, okay. Heavy. What did you think about how fast the BEV was going on the test track? The BEV was going fast. We were trying to keep up with it when we were chasing one of them. And that was pretty impressive. We were going 40 miles per hour, and that's the max we could do. And we were not able to keep up. I know that's not a lot of speed, but that test track from one end to the other is only 1,000 feet. So he took off. I would have loved to have been in the truck. Maybe one day I'll get a test drive in one. That would be pretty awesome. Tyler, can you make a prediction? How many BEVs do you think Nikola delivers to customers in 2022? I'm not going to make a prediction because one of the things slowing them down is not having a production line. Hand assembly obviously takes a lot more time. So that's something where they got to get that factory expanded. I'm still not in the know of exactly what is going on in phase 1 as far as what is going into that section that they're expanding. I know that there is only about 6 spots where they put in heavier foundation for stuff maybe crane related or lift related, but I don't know exactly what they're putting in there, except I do think that production equipment will be put in there, but I don't know what everything in there is. Michael Rasmussen, hello from Denmark, Bear. Love your videos. Weren't Nikola supposed to have some sort of opening event in October? Yeah, we just talked about that a minute ago. They were supposed to have some. I don't think it was ever officially announced. I think it was more of a rumored thing. But hopefully something happens soon. We'd love an invite if anybody is watching from Nikola. I'll actually wear pants and all the correct safety equipment and maybe comb my hair and brush my beard if I get an invite. Brian, yep, just too many variables to predict with any accuracy. Yeah, I know that if they're hand assembling and they're working hard and they keep hiring people, they got over 750 people now. But if they keep hiring people and they're only doing hand assembly, we're still probably only looking at a couple hundred. So it's up to the speed of construction and whether or not phase 2 gets started soon. Phase 2 is going to be pretty big. So that's going to really direct where they're their production numbers are going to go. Right, Brian? Thanks for agreeing with me. Yep, I love it when you do. Everyone else agree with me. I appreciate that. I love that kind of chat. Okay. So if no one else has anything else, I want to thank you all for being here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you want to help support the channel, check out our Patreon account. We will have a link to our Patreon account down below. We can always use more support. As Brian knows from my Tesla weekend, this is not, YouTube is not something where money just rains down on you. Not unless you have like 100,000, 500,000 subs. So we're going to keep making more videos like this, trying to get our influence out there more so more people can see what's going on. And we're also going to be making some other types of videos. We're probably going to do a lucid live stream at some point in the future. And also, just so everybody knows before I leave, I am doing a first live stream. Yes, this is an official announcement with my Tesla weekend, Brian. We are going to do a stream starting tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time, and we are going to do chat. We're going to bring a couple of topics with us, and me and Brian are going to talk about it and have discussions. You guys will be in the chat, and you guys can interact with us and ask us questions on what we know. And it's going to be a fun time. 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be our first live stream, and it's called Fast Charging with B&B. And you guys get to fight over which B is first. So thanks for watching. You guys got anything else? Put it down in the comments. I appreciate everyone being here. And we will see you tomorrow with another live stream. This first video that we showed you of the Nikola flyover for today will also be posted shortly. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, guys.